want to be. I'm my own boss. I can show up whenever I want. I am here now, though. Just trying to get something situated. Trying to figure this out. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna wait just a minute. I'm gonna post some things real quick. I am in Washoe County, Nevada. I'm just hanging out. I'm here to get some work done and to relax. It's been hot. Hey Justin, how are you? Hope everybody's doing well. My channel has been growing like crazy lately, which is insane. I've never had this much growth on my channel. So I figured I'd talk about it. Thank you, Emmanuel. Hi, James. How's it going? I hope everybody's doing well. Bruce is good. He's laying on the bed. Hey, Bill. How's it going? Yeah, it's been pretty hot. So it's taking its toll on us, and it's time to move on. And so we got a room for a couple days. We're going to hang out here. I'm glad yellow is your favorite color. Anyways, wow, we have 23 people on here. That's pretty awesome. So my channel's changing. I'm not sure if you have noticed. I'm going more from being a family-friendly channel to just being myself, which is probably for the best. So now I'm drinking more beer in my videos. Oh well, wearing less clothes. So I'll still be doing the same things I'm doing, traveling around. I'll probably visit more clothing optional places and just do things the way I normally do and just see how it goes. Because it seems like the videos where I'm more of myself, those ones do better. So I'm going to stop focusing on trying to be, I guess, politically correct all the time, or, trying to be so censored, or I'm not sure how to explain it, but so from now on, less clothes, more happiness, and maybe I can encourage other people to live the same way. So I'm hoping I can post this comment. My truck is never fully fixed, okay? It's always a work in progress. So, every time somebody mentions to get a 4Runner or something like that, I have to add more life to my vehicle. It's because I love the Trailblazer. I really do. I love it. I'm going to keep it for as long as possible. But, to fix the Trailblazer, to fix things on the Trailblazer myself or with the help of somebody else, really doesn't cost that much money. People think you know what? Bill, I actually did drop my phone in a hot spring recently, but it dried out and it works. And I'm pretty sure I don't remember the update of her phone, whether it works or not, so. My phone just said don't plug the charger in until it dries. And I had a warning on my phone and it said when the phone dries, the warning will come off and then I can charge it. So yeah. That sucks. I think we have the same phone too. Believe it or not. 909 Adventures, how's it going? I hope everybody's doing well. 37 people. There's a lot going on lately. Hey Doug, how's it going? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Okay, so there's going to be changes to the Patreon channel too. So it's going to be kind of like OF, like my alternative stuff a little bit. I think I'm going to post more artsy pictures on there that I take, self-portraits, some of the self-portraits I take on there. And I also have a video coming up for Patreon of a hot spring that I just visited, and it's a little more personal. Sit and drink a beer. It's only a couple minutes long, but it's something that I'm trying out. So now, I have never had this many Patreon members before, so I guess I gotta get to it with the posting on over there because up until a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, I did have a lot of I had Patreon members, but when I posted, nobody ever looked at anything that I posted. So I think they were just over there to support. But now I'd like to be more involved, so I think I'm going to start posting at least one extra video a week and try to make extra videos when I visit certain locations and just do a little chat for Patreon members. So hopefully to make it worth your while. I'm trying to catch up on everything, but boy, the channel has grown so much. So much. It's like, I think it's up like almost 700% in the last month, so. Yeah. I'm trying to post this thing. I'm going to post links to my Amazon wishlist and PayPal for you guys. Just because. And I don't think that's going to work. Hold on. Remove. Hi, Will. I'm trying to post everything right now. Sorry. Everything is in the description of this video right now. So if you go to the description, there should be a support portion of there. This is not letting me post a lot of stuff. Like, it only lets me post a little bit. I don't know. Does that make sense? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so tired. I have driven so much lately. I think I left Vegas May 26th. And I think I put about 7,000 miles on my vehicle since then. So I'm so tired. And then the YouTube channel has grown so much, and I'm trying to catch up on videos and trying to post stuff. I have so much stuff to post, but I've been driving and I haven't like slowed down at all to try to catch up on admin stuff, just like my emails and reply to comments, because it's kind of becoming overwhelming a little bit. So I'm trying to figure it out. I need to just stay in one spot for a little bit. So I'm going to stay here in the Reno area for several days. I've got a camping trip coming up with one of my friends and her husband. I guess they're both my friends. And then I'm going to meet up with another girlfriend, I believe. Then I'm going to go head down to the Bishop area. So I should be around there for a little while. I think I'm going to go head out and check out some of my old hot springs stomping grounds and make some videos. So yeah. Doug, I have been thinking about finding a home base. So I'm starting to make more money on everything, so there's no reason why I shouldn't find a home base for myself. So I will be starting to look, I believe. I'm going to start looking maybe in Nevada somewhere. I'm not sure. Not going to be Las Vegas for sure. Maybe Pahrump. It's not going to be Texas. I'm sorry. Nevada's my home. I love Nevada. I've traveled now. I did so many states. I think I did like maybe 13 states so far, and Nevada's home. The moment I hit Nevada yesterday, I just felt like a huge sigh of relief. I love Nevada. It's such a beautiful state and it's so welcoming. Also, you can buy beer and liquor in the same beer, liquor, and your groceries all in the same place. So that says something. That says something. I'm going to be updating my Amazon wish list too for people who have been wondering. Yeah, so I might be. Well, I just got out of Oregon. It's okay. I did, and there were a lot of people in Oregon that I did enjoy. But there, I don't know. There's a lot of frowning faces in Oregon, and I don't know if I can handle that much rain. So I love Nevada. It is one of my favorite places in the world. It's got my heart for sure. I was maybe looking in Caliente or maybe Pahrump, but I'm not sure what the rent's looking like in Pahrump. It is close to Vegas, and that is where my mailbox is, so that's kind of nice. But I'm not sure exactly where I'll go. But that is the thought of having a home base has definitely crossed my mind. But I've also thought about building a trailer now. Having a trailer would be nice. I've thought about changes that I would make to the Trailblazer now. I figured with 7,000 miles and covering that many states with that much territory, experiencing different weather, I've experienced the cold in the Trailblazer before. Obviously, I've had that for a long time. So I'm thinking about building a trailer. Cheers. What's everybody drinking? I'm having a Rolling Rock. I usually drink whatever's on sale, and Rolling Rock has got to be the cheapest beer right now. But I want to build a I've been thinking about building a utility trailer for the Trailblazer, and I want to put maybe the kitchen on there, make a little desk area for that, and then put solar on top of the utility trailer, and maybe a awning, maybe a 3-way or a 4-way awning, and then something that maybe I can even put a net around the awning, so I can have a little space. I can have my kitchen. I can even have like a little office space if I want to. I can still be outside and enjoy everything. And the utility trailer won't be too big, so I can still go off-roading if I want to. Kind of like a turtleback. So, I thought about that too, Doug, but I do love the Trailblazer. I really do. there's this guy that he's gonna help me with the Trailblazer. And if you guys want to check out his channel, I highly suggest that you do. It's JWS Garage, and he rebuilds. He works on like Corvettes and stuff like that, and he's a really nice guy. I'm gonna put the link to his channel right now, because he's become a really good friend of mine, and I would really appreciate it if you guys checked out his channel, because he has really good stuff. If you guys are into the car stuff, which I am, he has really interesting stuff, and he's very knowledgeable. I'm gonna put a link to his channel in here right now. So please, if you go check him out, go tell him I sent you, and I would really appreciate it, because I think we're gonna do some collaborations with the Trailblazer. He's gonna help me out. He's in Texas, so gotta go back to Texas. So here's the link to his channel. It's in the chat. Go check it out. Go click on it when you get a chance, and go subscribe to him, because he's pretty awesome. And I think we're gonna do some fun stuff with the Trailblazer. I've got some plans, and he's been more than accommodating to me when it comes to certain ideas that I have. So I want to redo the suspension, and obviously the motor and stuff needs a little bit of love. We're approaching 250,000 miles on the Trailblazer, believe it or not. So, and they say the life expectancy of those is 210,000 miles. So I don't think I'm doing a bad job here, okay? And the money I put into that, maybe I could have bought another used vehicle, but I haven't put as much money into it as everybody thinks I have. I usually try to buy my parts on Amazon or Rock Auto or through a friend that has a good deal, and I either put the parts on myself, thank you YouTube, or I find somebody who's awesome enough to help me work on it. So, and I mean, who knows, if I were to buy another used vehicle, all used vehicles, even new vehicles, come with problems. So, and I already know how to work on my Trailblazer. If I get into an issue out in the middle of nowhere, then I know how to work on it. Jason, I thought about the diesel van too, and it does have more space, and it would be nice. Look, if I could find one, because they're hard to find right now with 4-wheel drive, if I could find one, trust me, I'd go look at it. But the Trailblazer is small enough to where I can go into really tight trails if I really want to. And even with a trailer, it'd still be easier, I think, to get into tight narrow spaces. So, and I'm balling on a budget over here. Gas is not cheap. I expected to save a lot more money traveling, but I have not saved a lot of money. So home base does sound good. I just don't know if I'm ready just yet. So if the price is right, if I find a good rental spot, then maybe I will. Quint, I don't know what you mean. So I hope everybody went and checked out JW's Garage. It's a really good channel, and I think we're going to be collaborating here soon. So I think it'd be fun. And he said I could wear whatever I want when we work on the Trailblazer. Well, it's probably not a lot. So he's a really cool guy. He used to work on cars in Las Vegas. So he's got a pretty good reputation. Jason says the only reason why he's in St. Louis is because the fuel to get back to Arizona is so expensive. It is so expensive. So expensive. It's cheaper for me to just get a room for a couple nights and stay put than it is for me to drive to my next destination. So, but yeah, so Patreon, I'm working on getting stuff put on there for Patreon. OF, don't really want to say the name out loud, But OF, I have stuff to post on there. I have so many YouTube videos to post right now. But so I should have a YouTube video posting tomorrow. And then I'll have I'm going to be changing the upload schedule of YouTube to Thursdays and Sundays. I had that scheduled before and I think it worked really well. And I've been testing the uploading on Sundays and I think people do enjoy a Sunday evening YouTube video. Wednesday, I usually upload on Wednesday, but Wonder Hussy uploads some really awesome videos on Wednesdays, and she uploads 3 of them. So I think Thursday is probably the best day for me to do my uploads. A lot of my audience comes from there. YouTube tells me where my audience comes from, but I have a new audience now that's coming from other places, so that's really exciting. I'm really happy. So yeah, maybe some of these other people would collaborate with me eventually. So I'm just going with the flow right now. Hey John, Oklahoma, maybe. I just love the desert. I love the desert so much. I'm telling you, I went to a hot spring in California day before yesterday. But yesterday when I drove back into Nevada, this feeling just came over me when I saw the Nevada sign and came over into the state. Nevada feels like home to me. So I've been a resident of Nevada for 8 years now, and I really like it. I also love not paying state tax. I could deal with without some of the politics, but you know what? I'm just living my life and minding my own business, so doing the best I can. 42 people. Hello, everybody. I am back in Nevada. I'll be back in California probably in a couple days. The Eastern Sierra side. And then I'm going to drop off Bruce in Vegas for a couple days, or for a couple weeks maybe. I might even keep Bruce in Las Vegas while I go get my car worked on in Texas. Or whatever I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. If I end up traveling east, I might just leave Bruce in Vegas for a little while, which sucks. But, it's hot and he's tired. And traveling around and doing all that, he's a great travel companion. He's so good. But I can tell he needs a space. And when we got this room, I turned the air down. And now he's just sleeping over there on the bed, so. Well, thanks, Ed. Ed said make sure everybody likes the video. I've got quite a few likes on here. If you guys like the live streams, I'll try to do them once a week if I can. Steven, I just spent about 2 weeks in Texas. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Thank you. So, like I said, go follow JW's, it's JW's Garage, but it says JWS. Go follow his channel. You won't regret it, and I think I'm going to work with him, so. Well, I hope so, at least. Pretty sure. He's a cool guy. Highly recommend him. Especially if you're into, like, the car building stuff. He's pretty good. And he talks to me about, like, motor stuff that I want to talk about with the Trailblazer, and he doesn't call me crazy, so that's what I like. What else do we have going on? I'm so itchy. I'm covered in mosquito bites. No matter where I've gone, there's mosquitoes. I stayed the night at Pyramid Lake last night in just north of here, north of Reno, which was nice. $32 to primitive camp on Pyramid Lake. It's outrageous. I think that's the most I've ever paid to camp, period. And that's like, it doesn't include hookups or anything. What else do we have going? I wish some companies would want to collaborate with me for the Trailblazer, like some suspension companies or something like that. I need to put new suspension on there, and I'm gonna get a Move bumper. I don't know if you've heard of that company, but it's called Move, and it's the only company I've found that has a pre-made bumper, but it comes in 14 pieces, so I need to find somebody to help weld it for me. What is my favorite food? Cheeseburgers. I love cheeseburgers. Oh, if you guys have ever been to Sakura's Burger Hut, the Burger Hut in Mina, Nevada, it closed down and somebody else just rebought it, and I heard that it's reopened. And they had the best cheeseburgers. So I'm gonna have to go back down there, get myself a cheeseburger. $50 people watching. I guess I'll just. We got new people here. Everybody shared what they were drinking. I saw a lot of beer drinkers out there. Other people partaking in other things. When am I going to spend a few days in Utah? I'm not sure. I'm just kind of working my way back down to Vegas at the moment. I need to replace my front CV axle. I need to stop going places until I get that fixed. So I am going to go to Tahoe in the Bishop area, but that's kind of on my way down. I need to get that axle fixed. If I go into Utah, I'd like to have a solid CV axle. Jason says he's missing his favorite burger in Arizona Brewing Company. Sounds like you need to get back to Arizona. What do you think, Bruce? Come here. Come here. I would turn you guys around, but I've got a mess going on. So I got this room for 2 days. I might extend it. But I want to unload the Trailblazer, take it to the car wash, give it a good wash, and then vacuum it out. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got a lot of changes going on. I do want to, I'm really considering making a trailer, the utility trailer where I can just do everything on the trailer minus sleeping, and make it like an outdoor living area. I can, I want to do the awning and maybe put a net around it. And then I will make the inside of the Trailblazer completely a sleeping area, which the back of it is, most of it is a sleeping area, but there's so much stuff in there. So I want to get rid of most of that stuff, and then I'm going to put solar on top. And I'd like to find a way to maybe install an air conditioner in there so I can run an air conditioner if I need to go in somewhere and leave Bruce in the car. So that's that. Steven, you have a weld shop. That's awesome. Well, maybe when I go to get my vehicle worked on at JW's garage, maybe I can figure something out with you. I did travel to Texas to have somebody else work on my vehicle, and turns out it wasn't going to be a good deal. He has not the best reputation, so that didn't work out. What, Bruce? No. So yeah. Rick asks, how do I date while being on the road? I don't. I don't. I have not dated. I don't know what to say. It's been the last thing on my mind. Of course, I'm a little lonely sometimes. But I've met up with some friends, and that was cool. And I'm still friends with my ex-boyfriend. So I was in a relationship before I hit the road, 7.5 years, and we both wanted different things in life. So we split up, and I decided to start traveling, and we're still really good friends. So, and he takes Bruce for me. Well, he's the one that got Bruce for me, anyways. But he takes Bruce when I'm doing stuff that I can't have the dog, or maybe Bruce needs to relax in a house or something. It's nice. I don't think Bruce is anxious to go outside. I couldn't get him to go outside to go potty earlier because we've been living outside for about 2 months. So I don't speak Spanish, but I know what that means. He is making a lot of noises. It's because I'm not paying attention to him. How's it going? I haven't seen you in so long. I love seeing you. That's awesome. Reno is interesting. It's like a small Vegas. I've actually never been to Reno. This is my first time. We've been on here for 32 minutes. So yeah, let's see. I'm not gonna get rid of the Trailblazer. I love it. It's loud as heck right now because of catalytic converters toast. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it or not. I might get rid of that and just straight pipe it. It might be interesting. We'll see. Hey Vernon, thanks for watching my videos. I'm staying as safe as I possibly can. Hey Todd, I have zero desire to live in Reno, so I bet it is expensive though. I have heard it is. I do have a CCW. I don't talk about all that stuff. I don't think it's very wise to tell people what you have as far as protection. I think that's something that you need to keep to yourself. So I don't talk about it. But I have all the means to take care of myself. Let's see. Do I have any hobbies that I like to do while on the road? Well, YouTube started out as a hobby. So, taking pictures and filming what I'm doing is a hobby. It's fun. It's a lot of fun for me. It's a very creative outlet. I also like to read, and then I did buy a tablet, so I learned how to watch TV while on the road, which is fun. Come here, Bruce. You guys want to see Bruce? Come here. Come here. He can't get off the bed. Come here. Okay. Here we go. Here's Brucey. No, get off the table. There he is. So, I think he's thirsty. It was Bruce. That was that. We met up with a friend, and so when I meet up with people, Bruce tends to gravitate towards them because we spend a lot of time together in close quarters. Boy, my hair's a mess. I took a nap right before this. But yeah. What other hobbies would I have? Normally, if I had a house, I like to craft. I like to do stained glass. And I like to make things. But obviously, living in a car, I don't want to have a lot of... Stained glass takes up a lot of room, too. Hi, Tunes. No, Bruce. No, Bruce. There's a lot of people. Bruce, stop. Do I feel scared being by myself? No. I mean, look at last summer. The van lifing community. They lost one. And, yeah, so, and it was that girl's boyfriend, so she wasn't alone and she wasn't safe at all. So, I feel fine being alone. Oh, there was one instance recently where I was at the trailhead of a hot spring, and it was nighttime, and I was gonna kind of camp in my car, and then I was gonna go to the hot spring that night, and then go again in the morning. And a bunch of kids showed up, teenagers or young 20s, and I was like, man. So I went and got my bed ready, and then I was gonna go use the restroom at the trailhead. And when I opened the door, there was this man sitting... This is just recently. There was this man sitting on the toilet. And for the sake of YouTube, I won't say what I said. But I said something. And I guess I'm still trying to be family friendly. But, you know what? They'd rather me be naked than to curse. So then I had just asked him, like, where did you come from? And he said his brothers left him there. And I'm like, well, maybe he meant the kids that were there. So I decided, I'm just going to go to the hot springs now. And on my way to the hot springs, I passed the kids. The kids were coming back. And something scared them. It was dark. And we're in the forest in Oregon. So who knows what's out there. Mountain lion. Anything can probably get your nerves going. So as I passed them, I asked them, like, hey, were you with that guy in the bathroom? And they just looked at me. There's a guy in the bathroom? And they just said no. So they started hurrying back to their car. But I still wanted to go to the hot spring. So I didn't go back with them. I went to the hot spring. And on my way back from the hot spring, I went to go get in my car, and I was still gonna sleep there, even though the guy was there. He didn't have there was no car for him or anything. We're in the middle of nowhere. And, he was standing outside of the bathroom with his phone, and just the way the light on the phone and his face and the weird scenario, I couldn't get in my car fast enough to drive away. So there have been instances like that and then I did drive away and I found a campground and I camped. And then in the morning I came back and he was actually still there. And then I felt bad because I don't know, but just a weird scenario, okay? And I did feel bad. I offered him food and water, and I offered to get a hold of the ranger if he wanted me to. But there was no cell phone service. So when I told him there was a campground about a quarter mile back, and I also told him there was a town, but the town was like 12 miles back. When I got back from soaking in the hot spring that morning, he was gone. So I don't know what happened to him, but it was just really weird. Brucey, come here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get off of here in a minute. Unfortunately, Bruce has to go. I don't know what Bruce wants to do, but he keeps whining. Maybe he's gonna potty. I took him potty before this, so I'm not paying attention to him. So he's not happy. So yeah, that's just a recent thing. But I can count on one hand where there's been an instance like that where I felt like I needed to drive away. Yes, I do carry protection, and I know how to protect myself, but I would rather drive away, then obviously go to that route. So, yeah. Maybe I'll talk about that in a future video. Yeah. Got 51 people watching. I'm going to update my Amazon wish list though, because I'm getting closer to my mailbox. Which is good. I don't even know what my mailbox looks like right now. Bye, Ed. Have a good night. So tomorrow I have a video coming out of Yellowstone. We visited Yellowstone. So part of it is open. People think it's closed, but no, it's definitely still open. It did flood there pretty bad, but I didn't see it. I saw a little bit of the remnants, but not much. I can't believe Matt's Off-Road Recovery and Heavy D collaborated. I need to catch up on some YouTube videos apparently. I've been waiting for that collaboration. I love when all my favorite people work together. So, Vernon, I'm not going to show that message. Sorry. Alright, it looks like a lot of people are heading off. What would you guys like to see from my channel? Thank you so much. Yeah, it's Sasquatch in the north, Bigfoot in the south, right? I don't know. I'd rather see Sasquatch than some of these people. What are you doing, Brucey? Hey, Ralph, how's it going? Hey, Wes. Wes, we were just talking about that. I did consider it. I've thought about a trailer recently, like an RV. I've thought about a van. Obviously, after you do this and I've only been doing this since November, and I stayed with friends off and on, and then May I've been doing this full time. So obviously I have thought about other options, especially because it's so hot. But I thought about a diesel van, like an E350 lifted 4x4. Thought about a trailer. But I love off-roading, and the E350 would be nice, but it can't get into some of these tight spaces. And so that's kind of a downside of that. So I was mentioning that I wanted to build kind of... Fine, go. Just go. I wanted to build kind of an overlanding rig, maybe, or a kind of like a turtleback, but maybe just like a utility trailer where I can have a kitchen on there. I can have maybe a desk and like a workspace that comes out where I can edit my videos and just sit outside, and maybe put an awning on it with maybe even netting around it if I wanted to sit outside and do that. So basically still living outside, but have all my amenities on this trailer. And I don't want the trailer to be too big because I still want to be able to off-road and do what I need to do with it. So we'll see. I'm also I might be working with somebody who has a channel, JW's Garage. I'm going to post his link again. Just because he's so cool. He works on Corvettes mostly, but he does other stuff too. He's actually worked with some other YouTubers And it might be a really good collab. I think it's going to be a really good collaboration. He's in Texas. But go give him a follow. He has some really cool videos. I highly recommend him. He's a really good guy. He's a cowboy that works on cars. So he doesn't really portray that in his videos, but he's that's what he is. A partner sounds nice, but then it doesn't. I don't want a partner. I like being on my own. I go around and I have visited so many people. I've visited at least one friend in each state, so that's good. Except for Kansas, I didn't know anybody in Kansas. But yeah. I like to be alone. I'm fine. There's one person that always knows where I'm at. And that's my friend Jocelyn. Also, I do like to check in with my ex-boyfriend. We're still really good friends, and I worry about Bruce if something were to happen to me, so I like to let him know where we are, and his information is still on Bruce's collar and on the microchip and stuff too. Hello from Quebec. All right. Bye, Wes. Hey, Joe. Thank you. We got quite a few people watching. Yeah, I never have to ask when you want to leave or all that stuff, so that's nice. I think I am going to hop off here soon, though. I think I got to go get some dinner. Bruce is getting a little antsy. I'm going to edit some videos. I want to catch up on some Patreon stuff. Like Quebec, Canada? I know of it. I would like to go into Canada one day when things are a little less uptight everywhere. Thank you so much, Herbie. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, Herbie. Bye, Ralph. Have a good night. I'm getting tired, too. I don't want to sleep because I have all this electricity that I could be using. But the bed is nice, too. Matt, I do need to get to Tennessee and Kentucky. SC? Where did I stop? What town? It is hot. It is hot. I had some really good food earlier at a place called the Eddie in Reno. And I had some good pizza. This is great. Thank you so much. I think I'm running out of things to say. Jason, you should start a YouTube channel if you want to. I use Filmora to edit on my laptop. And it's easy. Drag and drop. And I use my phone to film. If you want to start a YouTube channel, I think you should. It's fun. Bye, John. Aw, good night, Nico. I didn't know you were here. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna finish this beer and head out. And Bruce needs some love. Might take him to the dog park or something. thank you everybody for joining. Sorry I'm so tired. We've been traveling quite a bit. And hopefully I can catch up on all my content. I'm not gonna post that. Alrighty. I will see you guys later.